Hello everyone, my name's Alan. Welcome to my channel, Big Hard Books and Bricks, or Big Hard Bricks and Classics, or Big Hard Books and Classics. And so you want to read Finnegans Wake. Okay, it's readable, totally. New cast of characters. I mean, of course, Stephen Devlis makes it in, and Bloom, and everybody does. You know how they say if Dublin was ever uh, razed, burned to the ground, they could rebuild it with Ulysses, which is true. But I contend that if the world, if not the universe, was ever, when it does happen, you could rebuild it with Finnegans Wake and a deck of tarot cards. Now, we've threatened to read this on BookTube before, like 2 years ago. Then effing COVID, of course. But me and two other people were seriously talking about it. And then some others, too, are interested. Some new friends, some old friends, some I've lost touch with, some I talk to. I'll get to that later. But first, so what I'm trying to say, it's not necessary for you to have read, like, it helps a lot to read Dubliners before Ulysses, because all the characters in Dubliners appear again in Ulysses. I think they're the same characters. And that's not necessarily true for this, Finnegans Wake, because it's a new cast of characters. It's a family. Ostensibly, mostly, Humphrey, Chimpton, Earwicker. Yeah, like an earwig. Humphrey, Chimpton, like a chimpanzee, Chimpton, Earwicker. He goes by HCE. And he makes appearances like Here Comes Everybody, just anything you can think of with HCE. Sometimes they're switched around to CHE, And then there's his wife, Anna Livia Clarabella, ALP. ALP. She goes by many names. She's a mother of twins. In Dublin, there's a beautiful fountain that leads off to the River Liffey. I'll put a picture of it up here. Anna, ALP, Anna Livia Clarabella. She's a mother of three, two boys and a daughter. The twin sons are Shim and Sean. Shim the penman, James Joyce, perhaps, and others. Sean the postman. Now my brother's keeper, Stanislaus Joyce. And then the daughter's named Izzy, Izzy. She also goes by Isolde, which was Maud Gunn's daughter, who W.B. Yeats fell in love with after Maud rejected him about 100 times. But that's another book. Does it appear in Finnegans Wake? Of course. Let's see. Izzy, she's part of the Rainbow Girls. They're 28, like the leap year in February. It would behoove you to read Huckleberry Finn. Yep, Finnegans Wake, Huckleberry Finn appears in here. Before I go off in a big finicky dandle, let's go over here where I'm going to take you through some of the annotations of my Finnegans Wake. Sure, Lester Crowley, he appears in here. So let's go. Oh, we call it finning. We used to do a lot of finning in Tempe, Arizona. All right. So the first thing you might want to do if you're ready to read and study Finnegans Wake, is you see, it has too many annotations. Let me find a page that, okay, like here. You see this 7 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You do that every 5th line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, every 5th line. on every page. Yes. You do that like when you're waiting for your laundry, if you go to the laundromat, you do that when you have time, but you do it on every page because that's how they refer to stuff. Like, for example, this is book 2, chapter 2, night lessons. I mentioned Shim and Sean. Well, Shim appears on this side in No Tell Ya, and Sean on the right side in No Tell Ya. Wow. See, this is Shim's side, Shim the penman, and that would be Sean, the postman side. And it's different characters. That's not through the whole book. That's just on one chapter. Oh, maybe I have the Anna Livia Clarabella chapter lined out. No, this is another chapter. This is chapter 7. Shem is short for Seamus, as Jim is jockey for Jacob. A few tough necks are still gettable who pretend that Aboriginal he was of respectable stemming. He was an outlet between the lines of Raganar, Blabbard, and Horrible Hairwire, and an in-law to cap the Honorable and Rev. Mr. Birdwood de Troop Blog was among his most distant connections. Shim's bodily getup, it seems, included an ass and a skull, an aid of a lerski, a hole of a nose, one numb arm up a sleeve, 42 hairs off his uncrowned 18 to his mock lip. That adds up to 4218. There's an HCE in Horrible Hairwire and an in-law to Captain the Honorable. So let's go to 16.1. That would be page 16. See if I can find it here. And then up to line 1, and we have, what a queer sort of a man. It's my last name. Appears in Finnegans Wake. What a queer sort of a man. I've seen that several times on bumper stickers, and there's all sorts of references in this. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're all, like I said, page. You can easily find them. Page 470.33, line 33, because we've marked 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, and you'd find it on that page. This is impromptu, and I don't want to talk all night. I was going to read from the Anna Livia Clarabella section, which is right here on page 196, chapter 8, the Omega, the Alpha and the Omega, end of the alphabet. It's a delta, right? Oh, tell me about Anna Livia. I want to hear all about Anna Livia. Well, you know Anna Livia. Yes, of course, we all know Anna Livia. Tell me all. Tell me now. You'll die when you hear. Well, you know, when an old sib went foot and did what you know. Yes, I know. Go on. Wash, quit, and don't be dabbling. Tuck up your sleeves and loosen your tight talks. And don't butt me. Hike when you bend. They're washerwomen on the River Liffey doing wash. I kind of like this view better. Now then. All right, so there you have it. Like I said, me and some others have been threatening to do this about 2 years ago, but then COVID hit and other things, hit. But maybe I can round up a few people who'd be interested in doing this, like starting next year, maybe twice a month, once every 2 weeks. We could hit the ground running, do it like once a week, but we get tired of that. Where do we start? The beginning? Certainly not. I don't know, do we? Maybe, probably. So Jason Harrigan would be interested in this. Greg, another bibliophile reads, who has never read it, would be interested in this. I sent him a reference book by an old acquaintance of mine in Edinburgh, Scotland, named Eric Rosenberg, I think, or Rosenblum. I sent the book to Greg. My memory. That's why I read Finnegans Wake. And some other people, maybe Adam Savage, I could talk into as a favor to me, maybe help us out. And some others. I know some old friends I've lost touch with who would be into this. I'm open to working with anyone, fitting with anyone. I mentioned Mark Twain and Huckleberry Finn. Humpty Dumpty is in this. He fell off the wall, and Tim Finnegan fell off the ladder. You know the song. Like, subscribe, make a comment. I'll reply to you. It's not a threat. It's not a threat. It's a premise. All right, ta-ta.